All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Good morning. I told you guys that we were going to do this video, so I am here. Let me see. Let me see. All right. I got a draggation in my spirit because I was listening to this interview and I have a lot of things to say. Barbara says it's his platform. That's true, but two things can be true at one time. He can still be under fire for his platform. I mean, we all get it. Right? If it's somebody that folks ain't really seeing it for, we all are under fire. So Isaac Carree is no different. But granted, it is his platform, and we're gonna discuss his platform and what he chose to use his platform for. Let me start off by saying this. Hey, Mama Bees. Let me start out by saying this. The people trickle in, I guess, as they see fit. Let me say this. For me, it's a whole nother level. It's not even about it being his platform. Isaac Carree, I believe, is much smarter than doing what he did. And I feel like the gospel industry has every right to feel the way that they feel about this interview, to feel the way that they feel about Isaac Carree interviewing this man. They have the right to feel that way. They have the right to feel that way. And so what we're going to do is we're going to listen to this. And I'm going to say this. Him being a Trump supporter is a huge problem for me. It's a huge problem for me. You know why it's a huge problem for me? You in this interview talked about your black sister who is married to Travis Green. You talked about your black sister who is married to Travis Green. This current administration don't like your sister. The current administration don't like you. See, a lot of y'all, what y'all not seeing is the broader aspect of this. This man is literally destroying the country as we speak, second by second. It's time out for coddling these people talking about that's just their political views. Get out of here with that. Because right now, it's different. Hey, Emily Boo, it's different. We're not doing that. We're not summing this up to say, oh, this is just what, that's their beliefs. No, girl. If those are your beliefs, I need to be far away from you. And here's why I need to be far away from you. They are deporting people who look like us. They're getting ready to cut Medicaid. You know your sister who has the right, who should have the right, I'm sorry, as a woman to choose what she does with any reproductive organs within her body. She should have that choice. But the man that you voted for, is seriously stripping that away from every black queen that walks this planet Earth. Not only black queens, but women in general. Oh, do you have children? Oh, because this man is getting ready to take food out of children's mouths. See, Miss Barbara, so again, when you say it's his platform, yes, it's his platform, but he used it recklessly. And I'm standing 10 toes on it, and ain't nobody gonna change that for me. Somebody gotta start saying stuff. Somebody gotta start talking. Because for y'all to be sitting back and you allow these people in your spaces, you allow these people around you, it says a lot about who you are. So let's get into the interview. I'm only going to play the audio. Okay, I'm only going to play the audio. We're going to listen to it. I am going to go ahead and let you know there are places in here where I'm sure you're going to be a little ticked off. I'm so sure of it. However, we're gonna go over it, and then I'm gonna stop it and give my commentary or whatever. But I think for the most part, we do need to have this discussion. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Absolutely, Mama Bees. I feel like that, and a lot of people always saying that you can't feel a certain type of way about somebody. Why can't I feel a certain type of way about something that I don't that doesn't align with the Christian faith? Why am I doing this with something that just doesn't align with my beliefs at all? It does not align with your beliefs. And again, if it does align with your beliefs, it says a lot about you. So we're gonna get into it, y'all. This interview, and I know some people kept asking me about this. Y'all know I go live in the mornings, you know what I'm saying? So I'm here. Hey CC, hey Cam, hey everybody. As you guys come in, please hit that like button. And let's listen. And let me also say this too. It's not just one gospel singer speaking out. It's not just one pastor speaking out. It's not just one bishop speaking out. It's not just, and Isaac Carree even said, I'm gonna be under fire for interviewing this man, and he ain't lying, because that's where we are. Let's go, child. All right, let me see here. Oh, wait, I ain't gonna be able to hear it if I don't turn on the desktop audio.
Grounded in faith and driven by innovation, Norman is reshaping the future of inspirational music on a global stage. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one, and he's the man. Welcome to the Isaac Carree Show, Norman Jumpy! My man.
Hey, they wrote a good bio, bro.
Norman, thank you for pulling up, man.
Anything. I wasn't missing for the world.
Bro, you're a busy man. You're all over the world. You're changing people's lives. And I called up. First of all, Norman don't answer the phone much, and he don't respond to texts. I sent him one text and said, I'm doing my podcast, bro. I would love for you to pull up. He said, yep. That was all he said. Then I hit him a few legs. Hey, you still gonna do it? Yep. I hit him again. I said, hey, bro, it's coming up. Send me the info. I said, I need your bio. He didn't reply. Then I hit him again. Norman, I need your bio. He got his people on the phone. Hey, send Ike the bio.
I just want to make sure. Can y'all hear this? Let me know. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear this. Hey, Miss Major. Good morning. Okay, y'all can hear. Okay, perfect. All right, let's go, baby.
I said, we good? Yep. And he's in the building, man. I'm so happy to have you, man. It's an honor. I don't take it lightly. I know your time is valuable. My team is so grateful. Everybody was like, y'all think he gonna come? It was almost like they were scared. I was scared, Norman.
I'm coming. I don't do it. You know me, man. I'm a behind the scenes guy. I don't do a lot. And I don't talk a lot either. So, you know, so a lot of people don't even know who I am. But, you know, if you ask me to do something, I'm going to do it.
He always
anything for me.
He's always come through for me. Man, let me see. Let's see where we begin. There's so much going on. Can you take us back to the beginning? How did you even get started in the music business?
Well, that's a good one. So I had just graduated Georgia Tech. I went into like regular management consulting. But my sister married a gospel artist, Travis Green.
Yeah.
So
Dr. Travis and Jackie?
Yeah, so my sister is Dr. Jackie Green. My brother-in-law is Travis Green, or Pastor Travis Green, down at Forward City Church in Columbia, South Carolina. And so like I knew what he did, but I didn't think it was no money in music. You know what I'm saying? Like not in Christian music.
Right.
You feel me? So I was doing my thing, they was doing their thing. And you know, like I just would notice little things and I would speak on it. But at like one of his birthdays in like 2023, I said, I had prayed and I said when he started his church, I was going to be there to like help him start it. And he was literally starting his church and I had got like, I guess a word from God in the shower. He was like, you need to go to Columbia.
For this email that I just got stating that listen, if you do not want to be here, I'm going to tell you right now, I have a read and a drag for this young man. Okay? So I'm telling y'all that right now. If you don't want to be here, you can exit stage left. If you want to unsubscribe, baby, do that. You don't have to announce your exit. I don't want to embarrass you because it's Sunday morning. I'm trying to have a little grace. I don't want to embarrass you. If you don't want to be here, baby, you don't have to be. You don't, because, girl, what? You don't have to announce your exit, okay? Because I've been talking about it for the last 2 days that we was going to talk about this interview. And I even said last night that I was going to drag him. So, I mean all of what I said. All right. Hey, Kay Calloway. Hey, Terry. What's going on? All right. Let's keep going, y'all, because this it's about to get really interesting.
And so I called Travis and I was like, yo, man, what you got going on? He's like, bro, crazy. We start the church this weekend. Y'all should come down. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I just got a promotion at work and everything. So I started driving from Atlanta to Columbia every day. So we would drive 7 hours to go to church in Columbia, but we lived in Atlanta.
Right.
And so we did that for probably like a year. Me and my wife, we would go to 6 a.m. prayer, everything. We leave at 2 o'clock in the morning, get up at 6 a.m. prayer, all of that. So that's kind of like that show. I guess that's kind of showed to him like how dedicated of a type person that I was.
Sure.
But I think at the time he was managed by somebody named, he was managed by Monica Bacon at the time. And he had a song called Made Away.
Right.
But they didn't have a video for it. And I called him, I was like, why you don't got a music video? He's like, what you mean? I was like, why don't you have a music video? That's your biggest song. He's like, I don't know, the label hasn't done one. So we called a meeting, went to the label. This is when I met Phil, Gabby, and all of them.
Right.
So my first meeting, we flew to Nashville. I had hired this attorney named Denise Brown Henderson. Mm-hmm. And we went down to the label. I didn't say nothing the whole meeting. I just sat in the meeting and listened. Let everybody else talk. Monica was talking about this tour she was doing called the Worship Tour. It didn't end up happening. I mean, it didn't end up happening. Y'all didn't have people at that time that knew what they was doing. But so I sit in the meeting, and so I started thinking. I really got an understanding of what the lack was in the gospel industry. So from there, you know, what was. I started working at the church pretty much full time. I did it I did it as like a volunteer for like a year. Okay. You know what I mean? Because me and my wife, we had done well for ourselves. My wife still had a job, and that's kind of like the start, the genesis of me like coming into music was my brother-in-law Travis and working at the church.
I'll never forget you. Managing Travis, once you took over, and one of the biggest things y'all did was Travis did Donald Trump's inauguration the first term, and Travis called some flack, but he came out unscathed. He came out no scars from it. His career took off, and you were behind the scenes and you navigated that thing. How did you know, like, this is what we're gonna do, and this is how we're gonna handle the backlash?
So I bet a lot of people don't know, but back then I did everything for Travis. So I managed his socials, I was his assistant, I did everything. So it was twofold. One, can't take glory away from God.
Right.
God, he prayed about it, God told him to do it. So when God give you a word, whatever outcome from that happens,
Y'all have to be serious. Y'all have to be serious. I understand that this was during the first administration, but y'all have to be absolutely serious. God told you to do it. Y'all always lying on God. I promise y'all always lying on God. God ain't told you to do that. God ain't told you to do that. Anyway, girl.
It's good.
Right.
So if he lost everything, he was intended to lose everything, right? But clearly that's not what happened. So we didn't do it. And God told me one thing. When I got the call from the White House, I was actually on the toilet in my house. I'll never forget it.
So God talked to the both of them and told the both of them that he should do Donald Trump's inauguration. Got it. Got it.
I'll never forget it. I was on the toilet. He said, do not negotiate the rate. He said, whatever they offer you, just say yes. And I'm a shrewd. So we said,
Absolutely.
it's like asking me not to think. Like, he told me not to negotiate. So when you see all these stories about this person got $1 million, this person got $100,000, this person getting $900,000, all this, I'm sitting here like, we just got 20 grand. That was what Travis was going out for then. We did it for his normal rate, his normal fee, normal travel. That's it. We didn't get paid a whole lot to do the inauguration. We literally got told me not to negotiate. They literally, this is what they said to me. What do you typically go out for? And I was like, shoot, we go out for 20, 25,000. It's done. That was it. And so I think because I listened and did what God said, that's why Travis ended up being unscathed. We did one interview with TMZ. Mm-hmm. That was it. He didn't do it to be famous. He did it because God sent him there.
Right.
And so I think a lot of people, and not to speak, because I know Cachette been talking about why she got all the backlash and all that. I can't speak to her. I can't speak to why she went. I don't manage her. But at the time, I told him the black church is the most forgiving thing there is.
100%.
First off, everybody know I'm a Trump voter, regardless how y'all feel about that. So I was supportive of it anyway.
Okay.
And beyond that,
Oh my good sir. You said regardless of how we feel about it. Let me tell you something. Let me be all the way 1,000 wide with you, peanut head ass man. Let's be very clear. You stating that you voted for Trump and you're a Trump voter and you're a supporter and you're all of these things. Nigga, I have no respect for someone who sits up here in this ugly ass plaid ass outfit, sitting up here talking about y'all know whether y'all like it or not. Girl, all of these things that this man is out here doing to ruin the world, y'all don't ever get a message from God that this man is out here ruining the country. I don't understand. Y'all be so close to the Lord. But the Lord ain't told you nothing about this man out here literally destroying everything. Women, children, deporting people who are not criminals, not allowing them to have due process. Are you for real, sir? And y'all black men make me sick. Y'all act like this man give a plum. That man don't like y'all. That man don't even like his own wife. That man don't even like his own wife. And y'all be out here sniffing this man's butt. Up his butt. Now it's dumb of you to get Travis on there and only get paid $25,000 to perform at the inauguration. Oh, because God told him to. Girl, boy, bye. Let's keep going. I ain't got all day with these people.
that he's the president.
Right.
So you honor the president. That's in the Bible. You honor the kings and queens of whoever they are. So I thought that for him, it was a thing to do because it was going to bring notice and attention to a space at that time. Right. Gospel was.
You know what the Bible also says too? The Bible also says obey the laws of the land. That bastard ain't done that not one time. You skip past that word, right? You skip past that, right? Obey the laws of the land. This man is dismantling the whole entire government. This man is literally breaking laws every day that are put into place. Constitution what? So you want to tell us, you want us to believe, you want us to honor this man because the Bible says to honor this man, but we skip over the fact of what this man is actually doing to become dishonorable? Oh, okay. Y'all, listen, y'all don't got to say nothing to me because I know y'all probably still waking up. I'm going to talk heavy this morning. I am. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to talk heavy this morning.
it was doing its thing, but I thought it could go better. But also, I deleted every negative comment that ever came. So he never saw a negative comment. He still to this day has never seen a negative comment. And I stayed up all night, probably 6 o'clock in the morning. I would delete every single negative comment that came through. This was before they had keywords. Now you can hide words.
Right.
This is before that. You couldn't hide nothing back there. You had to literally go delete them all. And so I think really and truly it broadened his audience.
Absolutely.
I think that was the beginning of what I call the brown worship or black worship.
Yeah.
You had songs like Made Away, Break Every Chain, you had You Deserve It. I think that kind of ushered in that next piece. But all in all, I mean, nobody was happy about it. The publicist at the label, she gave me an earful. Aaliyah, shout out to Aaliyah. She wasn't down with it. But for me, I thought it was something he should do. I really did. I was one of the few people that thought, to a point that his pastor, when you're in the pastoral realm, pastors have pastors. His pastor called him, and I was on the phone. We talk about this sometimes. His pastor was like, he was getting ready to go on stage. I said, if you're not going to tell him something from God, if it's something personal, then I'm not giving him the phone. He said, you're not going to give Travis the phone? I'm not giving him the phone. So if you're going to disagree with God, I told him I'm not going to give him the phone. I never let him get the phone. And we ended up going to do the inauguration.
Oh, my God. You told Travis's pastor that?
Yeah, I did. God told me to say it. It wasn't for me. It was just like, there's moments. When in the Bible, I can't remember.
Girl, why y'all steady lying on God? God told you to say it. God told you to do it. Why do y'all do this? I'm supposed to think that God is talking to you more than he talking to his covering, his pastor, his leader. What? I cannot. I can't.
I think it's John the Baptist's dad. And he kept speaking against his wife getting pregnant, and he muted him. He muted him. There's moments where even the best people have to stop talking. That was her husband. So
that's good. Y'all clap it up for that right there. That's a bar. There are times where you got to mute people because they will literally get in the way of you doing exactly what God told you to do.
Absolutely, because what God asks us to do don't sometimes look right.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? If I want this building to fall down, I tell us all to go walk outside around it 7 times. Y'all gonna look at me like I'm crazy, but that's how the wall of Jericho fell. You know what I'm saying? It looks crazy. He built the ark in a drought. You know what I mean? Like, it always gonna look crazy what God asks you to do, and you're not gonna have the supply for it. That's how you know it's him.
Yo, that's so good, Norman. That's so good. And what was the turning point that you made when you knew that something different had to happen to resurrect or reshape the Christian/gospel industry?
I mean, I'm gonna be straight up. I knew it the first day. Y'all, it was stale. Mm-hmm. There was no infrastructure, I shall say. So when I looked at Christian music versus gospel music, everybody had a manager, not a homegirl, not an auntie. Everybody had an agent.
Right.
They didn't go church to church to church. They toured.
Right.
They had infrastructure. And so when I came in with Travis, he had Monica as his manager. He didn't have no agent. There was no touring opportunities. They was going to church. They was making good money going church to church, but I knew it wasn't sustainable.
Okay.
Because this is the thing about when you do church gigging. Churches only need you if their worship team sucks. And as time goes on, talent was increasing. Access to talent was increasing. So now a pastor can go on Instagram and see somebody that can sing, and why I can pay him $90,000 a year. Why am I keep paying people $25,000 every weekend? Right. When I can pay one dude to get up here, I can pay Todd once. He'll get up here and kill it every week. We're gonna put together an amazing worship team. I remember saying, this way of making money not gonna last. Because as churches went more towards worship music and the pandemic showed me, once everybody learned how to stream, it was over. Because not everybody needed good worship. Right. You had to entertain people at home. It never came back. The only church that still be bringing people is the church in Detroit, Triumph. That's it. That's the only church that still bring people. And I think he just likes it. He doesn't have to. He can hire anybody. So, it's 9 services. That's a lot. But,
but they pay good, though.
They pay good.
They pay good.
But that's what I'm saying. So what I noticed in the marketplace was nobody was capturing content. Mm-hmm. So me and Travis had done this show in Africa. There was 1 million people there.
Yes. And the experience, right?
The experience. I literally said to him, bro, we should have captured this. He's like, what do you mean? I said, Travis, when I say to people, like right now I'm telling y'all, Travis performed in front of 1 million people. Everybody has a different idea in their mind what they look like. You probably see a room with 1,000. Some people literally see a room with 1,000 people and say, wow, that's a lot of people. Right. When you see 1 million people singing somebody's song, that's like when Chris Brown went to South Africa. He had 300,000, 100,000. Travis performed in front of 1 million people. I was the 1 million. That's crazy. 1 million people. They were singing his songs word for word. I said, if we show this, people gonna think you larger than life. So we came up with this campaign called Travis Green World Tour. I hired Kayla Madonna. Y'all know Kayla Madonna. You know the red hair girl? You don't know Kayla?
I don't know Kayla.
She from Atlanta. She red has to take photographs all the time, photographer. Okay. So I hired her as a videographer. I said, you gotta learn how to do video. Okay. So Kayla was my first employee ever. So we took Kayla all around the world. They went to Dubai, we went to Antigua and Anguilla, we went to Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Lagos, South Africa. I took him everywhere. And we took Kevin, I routed it like it was tour, put a flyer up called the Travis Green World Tour, and that was the start of my marketing company, the ICO Group. Yeah. So the ICO Group is really what I built to fix the holes I saw in gospel.
Got you.
That's what it was. It mainly was around content creation. There was no dealings when I started.
Right.
There was nobody in this space doing content. So we was the first people, we shot videos for every song and we shot content wherever we went.
Yo, that's crazy. So let's go here. What was the transition like from going from Travis to Mav?
Okay, now that was crazy. So Travis had been on this run. We had 5 Grammy nominations back to back, number one after number one. We had did sold out tours. And I think I had took on 2 more clients, JJ Harrison and Israel Houghton, by this point. And I think in any relationship, especially when you family, it becomes this navigation of egos. You know, I'm the rising star exec, he the rising star artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think in gospel for a long time, it was like one manager, one artist. So like Ty and Kelvin, or Kirk and Ron, or you knew when you seen somebody, you knew who their manager was. You know, it was like freaking frat. You know, that's how it was. What's his name? Ricky Dillon. I can't think of the other dude's name. What's his name? Who? No, it's not Ricky Dillon. Kip. What's the little dude now? I can't think of his name either right now. But you knew it. It was like this symbiotic relationships. And I modeled myself out to Scooter Braun. That's what I saw. When I come in anything, I'm not comparing myself to what's elite in that space. I'm comparing myself to what's elite.
Period.
What period?
Yeah.
Just period. So the best run management company I thought at the time was Urban Asoff and Scooter Braun. Urban Asoff is a full stop. Scooter Braun had, SB projects. And that's what I believe was necessary in gospel. So I wanted to build this organization. So that's why I started hiring managers to work with me. Yeah. Because I thought that was the pathway to success. And so during this time, we moving, the pandemic hit. My marketing, nobody's moving around. Right. So you got to find a way to make money. Right. Maverick was the only one still doing things, and I got lucky. There was a clubhouse where everybody was talking junk about Maverick. There was a clubhouse, all the execs was talking junk about Maverick. Because I didn't start Maverick. I bought into it. But I knew the kids. Chandler came from my church. Dante used to sing with Travis. Aaron Moses was our keys players. I knew the kids. And so I knew the owners because I met them in London. The way people were talking down on them and what they had done, I didn't like it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I really thought that.
It's unwarranted.
Beyond it was unwarranted, it was short-sighted.
Gotcha.
Like, it was really short-sighted. If you were looking, like people look at now. So like people are looking at right now and they see gospel right now. I see it 5 years from now. Like not where it is, but where it's going. So you have to look at what is bubbling. And so what you saw under the surface bubbling was churches had stopped singing traditional gospel music. Right. And the churches that were growing were singing worship. Okay. So what I knew, because I had worked in the church, was that when we redo the big worship songs, like if you see Todd do It Again, that's an elevation song, or you see him do Goodness of God, it feels different than when Jen Johnson does it at Bethel, than when Chris Brown does it at Elevation. And so what I saw in Maverick was the perfect storm. You had black kids with, respectfully, white writers and producers, so they were training them not to oversing, to sing it, to be singable, and also they were making content during the pandemic when everybody wanted God. You know what I mean? And they were great songs. It wasn't like, we gonna get over it, we gonna get over it. They were making music that resonated with people because the reality is we didn't grow up like our parents. Right. I grew up with a 2-parents household, both my parents doctors. I don't know nothing about no struggle, no disrespect to anybody that does. I ain't grew up on no food stamps in the hood. Yeah. So my kids can't relate to, like the way Never Would Have Made It hit my grandma don't hit me the same way. Gotcha. You get what I'm saying? The way, it's different. We relate to a different story.
This is what I'm talking about right here. This what I'm talking about right here. And this is why I'm glad that these gospel artists have come out and started speaking up. First of all, Maverick City should not be compared to any gospel artists out here. Maverick City can't even be compared to the community choir. I'm going to say it again. Maverick City should never be compared to any gospel artist. It should only be compared, it shouldn't be compared with anything, honestly. You can't compare Maverick City with Vanessa Bell Armstrong, with the Clark sisters, with Ricky Dillard and New G, with Mary, with you can't do that. I'm sorry, you just cannot do that. Although some of these people have sung with or been a feature to Maverick City, you can't compare that. You just can't. You cannot compare that. You can't compare it. And I was just getting ready to get there, King John. Thank you for saying that. Hey, Precious Jewel. Hey, Symmetry. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Nicole. So again, I don't understand what the comparison is, and he's finna get further into it. And again, hey, Miss Major. Again, it don't make sense to me. I don't understand why you're comparing the two. And I'm not gonna lie to you, King John. They only got one song. That one song with Kirk Franklin that I like, and that's it. That's it. Oh, who sing? I don't think that's Maverick City that sing that Joy song. Is it? Let me see. Maverick. This just go to show you I don't really peep them like that. No, that's the choir room that sings that one. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's my take thus far. Let it keep going. Good morning, everybody coming in, by the way.
Relate to our struggles today, and I'm not speaking for everybody, I'm just speaking to the general young black kid. Our struggles today are more internal than they are external forces. Yes, there's still racism and all that stuff exists, but we getting up, going to work, the bills is paid, right. We got the cars, so like a song like, if he dresses the lilies, it's like, dang, God will keep me fly. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit different. Like now, it's like, promises, it's like those songs were resonating when it's rest on us. It's like it's more about the presence of God. It's more vertical,
right,
than it is horizontal.
Right.
And so what you got with Maverick was you got the type of music that was expanding and the best talent. And you put those two together, and I was like, shoot, the solo artist thing cool, but these jokers can fill arenas. I saw it then. I knew God had gave me this vision of worship music filling arenas, and I always thought it was going to be somehow like because the reality is. A lot of people don't know this. We were going to do a group called Undivided with Travis and Israel, and they were going to run it, and we were going to put these artists together very similar to Maverick.
Okay.
This was it's 2017. Maverick started in 2018.
Wow.
But we couldn't work it out for various reasons. But if you look in the notes in my phone, you'll see we had these names, and Chan was one of them. What's the dude name from Arizona? Oh my Lord, white worship leader. Can't think of his name. But the fact of the matter, what I'm saying it for is God was putting collaboration in the earth. Mm-hmm. And what you saw with Maverick is you saw this collaborative effort, you saw this thing, this ethos of we gonna disrupt this whole thing. Mm-hmm. And for me, the transition was I stopped working at the church, the pandemic had hit, marketing was what I had. I owned all these cameras, I had this big company, we were doing marketing for Lifetime, BET, and all of this. And I basically just went, I was flying to Atlanta to meet with Tony and JJ. I ain't even telling the whole story the way it should go. So I'm gonna back up. We got a little time.
Yes, sir.
God dropped them on my heart in my office in June.
Okay.
Earlier that year. And he told me just to call them. Call JJ and Tony. So I was like, all right, cool. They never answer the phone. You talking about I don't answer the phone? They never answer the phone.
That's a fact.
They never answer the phone. So I'm calling. I'm like, dude, all right, why you want me to call these rappers? Because at that time, Maverick was some little chumps to me.
Right.
I'm the one who got the big artists. We running worship. Me and Travis, we running this. What I'm calling them for? You got my old background singer leading your thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm gonna keep it. So like, you think about Maverick. Now you gotta think about what I thought about it then. I want y'all to know, I ain't calling because I'm thirsty now.
Right.
We killing it. You feel me? And ain't no pride in I'm just letting it know just to get the story right.
Absolutely.
So I think that October Chan hit me. And Chan, this is, I fired Chan from my church. So this is like,
you said you fired Chan from the church?
From our church, yeah, I did. I used to run the church. I was the executive pastor at our church. So yeah, young kids, man, you know how it go. Travis don't play that, man. One thing about Travis Green, he don't play that. And he run a tight ship.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna sit you down. You gonna have to get out. If you ain't doing it the way you're supposed to do it, it ain't gonna work for you with Travis Green. You know what I'm saying? He don't play that. So they don't play that. Now he has got, as a leader, excellently, there's grown, he has matured.
The same person who sang for Donald Trump, that same person, bye. He said he run a church around there. He was the executive pastor, so he fired the man from the church. Girl, let me just let this keep playing because y'all gonna get sick of me interrupting.
So, but this early on.
Yeah. Facts.
It's early in the church day. He probably been a pastor for 2 years, and he had chances. He was 16-year-old little kid. Chad grew up with them. That's like their son.
Right.
So, Chad calling me was a big thing because we had been separated. This is when Chad was at
All Nations.
Yeah. What's called Belong now.
Right.
But, yeah, All Nations don't exist, do it. But
oh my God, it do.
There's still All Nations. All the
Matthew
churches
Stevens is a pastor of All Nations, but
all the churches changed their name.
yeah, LeBron is Belong now.
No, but all of them changed their name. JJ Church got a new name.
But it's only one left. No, we're gonna stay here.
What?
Matthew Stevens is the pastor of All Nations, but the rest of them that were in that Reformation have different names now.
Oh, because so he got rid of the denomination. All Nations used to be a denomination.
Yeah, but that's the name of his church too.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. I didn't know he used to have a church.
Yeah,
Well,
he got one in New York and one in Chicago.
Still, I thought they changed the one in Chicago.
That's his. That's headquarters.
Okay, cool. Well, shout out to All Nations. Didn't know.
Anyway, that's what Chandler was.
So that's what Chandler was. And so we talked, and he was like, he needs some help. And so I was like, all right, cool. So then I'm still calling JJ and Tony. And finally, when they doing the recording for Old Church Basement, we linked up. We met up in Charlotte. You know, it was great. That's right after the clubhouse. I'm taking up for them. We keep going. We started doing the business together. And eventually, I just got busier doing the stuff with Maverick. And now we're trying to think he hired a different manager. And we just went on our ways.
Yo, that is so crazy. I remember those clubhouse days. I met you with Travis around that time. And he was like, I was one of the ones that was like, hey man, because I remember Travis telling me, because Travis called certain people that he had relationship with during the Trump thing when he made the decision. I was one of the people that he called just like, yo, I'm probably about to get killed. I'm telling you, God told me to do this. So he called certain people. Certain people told him what they said. And I remember I was with y'all somewhere. We were somewhere live together. And Travis told me, I was like, man, do what God tell you to do. I said, it don't matter what people say. And he was like, I mess with you. You didn't even know me. He was like, I mess with you. Because most don't have his back. I said, no, and from that moment, bro, you have always been consistent. Now, you are different type of Norman. Norman, this is what I say about you. This is why I see you as a disruptor. Because you don't care about how you get it done.
You gotta get it done.
You gotta get it done.
Absolutely.
It ain't gonna be illegal, it ain't gonna be dishonorable, but you may not like the way I get it done.
Yeah.
But the results speak for themselves.
Absolutely.
And you don't mind calling people to the table.
Absolutely.
You don't talk about people behind their back, you get in their face. I never forget, I called Norman, who was on tour. And the background singers, we were having some issues, and they asked me kind of to be, since I was the oldest one, be kind of like the spokesperson for the background singers. Y'all have issues. So I had Norman's number, I could call him, when he answered. So I was calling him because he would never answer. So finally he was like, what, man? What you want, man? Y'all on tour, y'all making money, what y'all need? I gave him my issues. So Norman had come out for about like 8 dates. And I forget, we was in Fort Worth, Texas. Norman walked to the dress room. He took off his diamond-encrusted Carree glasses, put them on the table like, what y'all want, man? And he sat down and listened to every background. Now, here's the thing. Giving us hell, going through all these changes, he sat down and listened to every background singer. And he started the meeting by saying, I can get a background singer for everywhere. Anybody. I can get anybody to do what y'all do. After he said that, we all, about 6 of us, we expressed our feelings. He said, I never saw it the way y'all explained it until y'all just explained it. He said, context is everything. I see it from y'all's perspective now. He said, certain things I'm just not gonna do as a person who's running a tour. Certain things I'm just never gonna do because it's stupid. That's how tours lose money. But there are things I will do. Not only did he honor what we were asking, he gave us extra money. So I was like, he different. His approach is what people can't get past. And one thing I honor about you is you don't care. Where did that come from? Is it the African in you?
African. I mean, I gotta grew up as a loner too, but probably me being African. Also, it's just like, I think I was graced. I think God graced me that way because I have like a pastoral call on my life. And you can't care about what people think when you're doing the will of God. That's
good.
That you just can't. But you have to care about how you treat people.
Fact.
Now I'm trying to get better at how I treat people. Like,
this goes back to what I keep saying. You go up for a man that mistreats everybody that we don't even got to be in his presence for him to mistreat us. He's clearly mistreating us second by second. But this is somebody you go up for. This is somebody you support. Child.
My approach not being so, it seemed to be dismissive to the honor of a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be forthright and forthcoming and straight, brash, whatever you want to call it, but you don't have to be dishonoring to a person.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
That's
like, I could not like somebody hair. I don't have to tell y'all like, I say, baby, you should do your hair like this instead. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what I mean. Like, but before I was like, girl, your hair messed up. Your hair ugly. Or I don't like your outfit. Instead of saying, baby, you should wear this. So for me, I think that I'm also call it no nonsense. I hate small talk.
Yes.
Like I know you if you calling me, you want something. Like we ain't homies, bro. You work for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't confuse that. I think a lot of times people confuse the nature of a relationship.
Right.
Like you and I are actually friends now. Like I don't really consider most people my friends.
Right.
So I don't care if they never talk to me again.
Right.
So that's just how I am. So I just look at it from the standpoint of if you straight up, people know you to be straight up. So if you heard somebody say, I said something behind your back, you know they lying. Because I would just tell you to your face.
Right.
So, I mean, I really think it's partially because I'm African. I come from the country. So in the country, everybody know everything about everybody, so you couldn't lie. Now, I grew up in a town with 8,000 people. Everybody know everything about everybody. You can't act like you're rich. Everybody know where you stay, bro. You can't act like you got more clothes than you got that we see you every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's not in the city. I think people learn to be facades almost.
Yeah.
In the country, that ain't gonna make it. You gotta be who you are. Because I'm from the country and I'm African, it's like you just gotta be who you is.
Yeah, we about halfway through this. Or a little bit more than halfway through with it. I agree with you, Lance Plays. Hopefully I said that right. I agree with you. Travis to me ain't you know. I only had one song on my playlist of Travis Green, and I want to say it was, baby. I could tell you. Hold on. I'll get to my music library. Oh, I lied. I ain't got no Travis Green nothing on here. My bad. Maybe I took it off or something. But I think at one point, on my playlist, I had You Made a Way. That's his song, ain't it? Don't know how, but you did it. Ain't that his song? You made a way. You ain't that his song? Is that Travis' song? You made a way. Don't know how, but you did it. That's all I know. That's literally all I know. No lie. Travis wasn't a hitter for me. And see, this is what I think this man is comparing Travis to Maverick City. Travis was with Maverick City when they first came out or something like that, and they went on tour together. So to me, you comparing it, it ain't it. Listen, I ain't trying to take Travis Green's talent away from him, but he wasn't my cup of tea. Definitely none of these gospel artists of today is any good, not oily at all. Listen, I Maverick City show ain't got no oil, but they do be selling out their tours and stuff. When they be going now, that's one thing I will say. I will say they do sales out of their tours when they go from city to city and everything like that. They do, but they just not my cup of tea. Give me a choir. Give me Lisa Knowles and the Brown singers. Give me Ricky Dillard and New G. You know what I'm saying? Give me Hezekiah Walker in Love Fellowship. Give me Vanessa Bell Armstrong. Give me Shirley Caesar. Give me the rest of the caravans that's left. Huh? Give me them Clark girls. Give me them Pace girls. Give me them girls who really, give me the people who got the anointing. Okay? Give me the people who gonna shift the service. Give me the people who gonna shift some lives. Because some of these other people, girl, y'all be getting them mumbling and stuff. I don't even know what you're saying. Hey, Alabama girl. You made a way. Child.
Of traditional Christian norms. Was that intentional or was it just God?
No, it was intentional. Maverick broke because the gospel norms wasn't working no more, man. Y'all sing too hard. Y'all oversing.
Good God.
Stop doing that. Nobody want to hear no runs. They look at runs. They don't want to sing runs. That's why R&B and pop, that's why pop is more popular than R&B. People like singable music.
Wow.
Now listen. The gospel music industry is eating your ass up right now for this comment right here. Y'all oversing, y'all overdo stuff. Huh? Wait, 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 wait. Hold on. Hold on. You just said that the gospel singers now oversing, they do too many runs and riffs. Now that could be with some people, but what you can't say is that that doesn't get these people anywhere, because clearly they are where they are. I'm not disagreeing with that, because some people, you know, they do too many riffs and runs. I get that. However, what I am saying is you can't say that people don't have an anointing, or that people aren't touching lives, or they aren't doing anything because you don't like their style of singing. You just don't like it, right? Just like I could say about Travis Green. Travis Green wasn't none of my favorite, but that don't mean anybody else listening to him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you can't really say that. And then to also say that's why R&B really ain't hitting. Sir, what? So you mean to tell me that everybody now is headed to, everybody listening to Maverick City and they not doing no rolls and runs and stuff? Tasha Page Lockhart responded. I believe Kiara responded. I believe there have been several people who have responded to this to let you know what their portfolio and resume looks like. Their riffs and runs have gotten them into some major places, into some major doors being open. So I can't agree with that piece of it. I agree with anybody who say that people do too many runs and riffs and stuff. I agree with that, because you know it's your flavor, it's your taste, it's what you got. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think you can say that, oh, it's dying and folks ain't tuning in because of all of the riffs and runs. That's not true. That is so not true.
They want to, like, you would rap. That's why Chris Tomlin was the greatest worship leader ever. Why? You know, want to know why?
Why?
He's not the best vocalist ever.
Wow.
So people like to hear music. They think, oh, I could do that. That's what's going to happen at a church. If a worship leader hear you singing, he think, I could never do that. He's not going to sing the song. Like, why would he? If you sing a song in a way that, like, it's congregational, that's why the mix on their stuff is different. We mix towards us singing. They mix towards the congregation singing. You'll hear a lot of loud audience, BGV, more instrumentation. Barely you're gonna hear the main vocal, but it's different. The reason in that is that makes you want to sing. The way you get.
You have got to speak for yourself, though. You got to speak for yourself, because I don't care what you say. If I'm sitting over here and I'm going through and I decide to pull up Karen Clark Sheard, baby, I think I'm Karen Clark Sheard. If I'm going through over here and I want to listen to Lisa Page Brooks, I think I'm Lisa Page Brooks when I sing a song. Yeah. Come on now. Like, you can't say that. You cannot say that is how people operate. Everybody's taste and feel is different. Like, anybody that, if I'm singing a song, y'all, and I'm really feeling it, girl, it's almost like grabbing a remote and pretending like the remote is a mic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's natural. It's natural for us black people, period. Right? Girl, you know, we think we can sing. Half of us can't even hold a tune in a bucket, but we think we can. And if we really like that person, we're going to be all into their music. So I do not agree with what he's saying at all. I do not. Hey, IPV, good morning. Good morning.
Get people to love a song as they sing the song. Think about it.
Facts.
Think about the songs you love the most. You know all the lyrics.
Right.
And then you hear a song, it don't matter how good a song is. If you don't know the lyrics, it's like, next song. You can't wait to hear a song you know all the lyrics to. Everybody's that way. And so when you can get a singable song, then you got a hit. Then people want to sing it, and that's what Maverick made songs people wanted to sing.
Facts.
And they made videos that looked like they was in the living room with you during the pandemic.
Sir, look, girl, let me look up one of Maverick City's top songs. Because, girl, I don't even know these people like that. Hold on. Let me look up a Maverick City song, child, because I thought I knew one, but it don't even seem like I know that one. Let me see. Maverick City music. That song called Gyra, Promise. I Thank God. Girl, I don't know none of these songs. For My Good. That ain't that ain't them people thing. Girl, I don't know. I don't know like no shade. I'm not running over here to the YouTuber because I use YouTube Music since I got YouTube Premium for free. You know, you get YouTube Music without any interruptions. Y'all, there's no Maverick City in my search engine. Not one song. Let me ask y'all a question to the 48 people that's in here thus far. Do y'all have any Maverick City music on y'all playlist? And I'm going to just let this interview keep playing. Let me know. Do y'all have any Maverick City music on your playlist? Just wondering.
Coming out of the pandemic, we had to come up with a new strategy of how to still invite people in. But all in all, Maverick took what they were doing in more so Christian worship music and brought it to gospel. You brought really well-developed songs, light production. Everybody say every Maverick song sound the same. So y'all sing them all. You know what I'm saying? Who cares that they all sound the same? You know, and that was some stuff.
And they don't,
But again, see, you see what I'm saying? Like, y'all have a perception of what y'all feel like these other gospel artists are doing. They're doing too many runs and rolls. But you just got through saying that most people say that Maverick City's music sounds the same. Nobody is up here listening to Maverick City like that. Like, I do not got them people on repeat. I don't even got them people on here at all. I don't even got them people on here at all. Let's know got them on repeat. Like, no. Thank you, L. Teddy. The African ideology is insane. I agree. And what's up, L. Teddy Boo? Like, I can't. Good Morning Maverick City got the Caucasian folks behind them. Absolutely. And his way of thinking kind of drowns that out. Listen. Let's keep going, child.
But there's some struggles in that for them as well, because you are, these are still really talented artists.
Right.
You look at like these artists, they know that they are, I don't want to say dumbing down, but they're pacifying their strengths. Chandler can sing circles around. You know what I'm saying? These people can sing. You hear Brandon Lake can sing. Like Chris Staples, they can sing like Justin Bieber. They can do it, but there's something in bridling that. Like really, not going full go every time. Yeah. And then they didn't use BGVs, they used the choir. And the choir, they just took a different approach because the reality of what we were doing in gospel isn't what was permeating music at the time.
Right.
I look at consumption. People love to talk about number ones. If you talk about a radio number one.
And let's be clear. The white folks gonna always outflood us. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it all the way 1,000 wow. Because what we cannot take away is that Maverick City is very successful when it comes to the white audience. They are very successful. Those are the people that are buying your tickets to your tours. Those are the people who go to services and see you sitting there. Y'all don't really got that many black people. And let's also keep it a bean. Koliku just said something very, very, very interesting because I just said this last night. For those of you that was in my live last night, did I not say that? He only, in my opinion, people didn't know who Maverick City was until the song with Kirk Franklin. Thank you. That's what I could have looked up. Maverick City and Kirk Franklin, they got more than one song together. But Bless Me, that's the song. This one. Hold on. Just for me, but so everyone around me can have everything they need. Let all the sources of me can have everything they need. And I also want to say this too. Maverick City didn't start, and I know y'all go, baby. I know y'all gonna have something to say. Maverick City didn't start doing what you see a lot of these people doing until Kanye West started doing it. When Kanye West and Jason came out with what did Kanye West call his choir? What did Kanye West call his choir? Y'all help me out. The church choir or something like that. I can't think of it off the top of my head. So, to me, Sunday service, thank you. They did not, Maverick City literally took Sunday service and started running with it. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a buck. Nobody was doing that until they started seeing Kanye West doing Sunday service. And what I mean by that is literally go look up Maverick City's videos. They literally look just like the Sunday service choir when they were doing their videos. Or when they were doing what they were doing. When they became hot. You see what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of what he's talking about is like, child, it just don't even make sense. It don't. But let's keep going, child. We almost done.
Gospel, that's not a number one. Radio is not number one no more. You can't, if you look at the number one songs at radio and you combine the last 10 number one songs at radio, skip Chan, skip Kirk, they don't have 100,000 streams combined.
Jesus.
So having a number one at radio doesn't mean anything in gospel, not right now. And that's not a knock to gospel, that's a knock to us in supporting the infrastructure. So Maverick was able to get consumption. So you talk about, you go look at it today, and I'm gonna say something, most people are not gonna believe this. Maverick City outstreams the entire gospel industry combined.
I believe that.
By themselves.
I believe that.
If you add up every other artist's streams and just compare it to Maverick City, they outstream everybody else combined. And what that is telling you is that clearly what they are doing is what people want to hear. Stop fighting the tide. People keep saying, we want choir music back. Choir music would have never died if people wanted to listen to it. We need to do more quartet. If people want to listen to quartet, it would still be a thing. Wow. You don't see, like, when people stop consuming something, they don't want it. You don't see, okay, there's nostalgic value like to a vinyl or to a Kodak camera, but at the end of the day, you still take most of your pictures on your phone.
Right.
You know, you go do the little thing, that's cool here and there, but you want that 8K picture.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm saying these things to say that.
Wait, like, I wish you would be realistic and fair. You not being realistic and fair. There's a different audience from what Maverick City is bringing in compared to your everyday black gospel singers or gospel or the church. It's bringing in something totally different. You just got through saying that these people don't even have traditional services. What, like, come on. And I was getting ready to say that choir music really went away when, well, it kind of went away a little bit before the pandemic, but I think choir music started really taking a hit back in 2018, a little bit prior to the pandemic. However, we got to be fair though. The demographic for Maverick City is different. It's different from your traditional gospel artists or from your traditional gospel music. It's different. Why even compare the two? You keep talking about all these sales that you guys have had. Of course. Look at the audience in which you listen. You think Joel Osteen's church is struggling? No. You want to know why? Look who's there. A lot of these, what we're not going to do is act like Maverick City's music, their style, and the white folks that they got backing them up. We're not gonna act like it's very different from normal everyday gospel music that we listen to. We're not gonna act like that. He's ignoring the fact that people have stopped going to black church, thus gospel music is down because of that. That too, absolutely that too. And then that's where the pandemic, I think, comes into play too, because people stopped going to church when it became convenient for us to watch church online. It became convenient, right? And so a lot of people stopped going to church, and it became the normal to not go to church. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, let's keep going, y'all. I told y'all this was nuts.
There should have the problem that happened was gospel should have embraced Maverick. They should have embraced it, made it their own, collaborated with them, done everything they could to see them go forward. The reason is, and they should have done everything to support and keep them together. This is why. It only benefited everybody else.
Facts.
It only benefited everybody else. The big tours you did, you get what I'm saying? The reunion is a result of Maverick touring.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that they were the fix-all. It was a lot that went into that. But what happened with Maverick was the opposite. Everybody hated on it. Nobody called it real. Everybody said it's this, that, it's this. And all that happened from that is you saw the subsequent genre die.
Woo.
That's it. Now, Monarch don't exist.
Facts.
Motown probably got 5 to 6 artists. RCA, I ain't signing nobody. So, where you gonna go, Malico? Like,
ain't no way I'm going to no Malico. They still owe me money.
So, I'm saying this to say,
trash.
We went from this hype and everybody having access and everybody putting out albums now to either you sign a tribal or you independent. And so, I say this to say it's like,
Jesus.
Maverick was an opportunity for gospel. It wasn't an opportunity for them. And you had people that were connected. It wasn't like I was out here like, oh, we ain't never gonna work with y'all. They reaching out. They trying to get people to come in. They trying to get people to come right. They trying to get people to be a part. They were reaching out with their hands wide open like, come do what y'all want. We need y'all help. And people thumbing their nose at them. Why?
Yeah.
It didn't make sense. I think in hindsight, now people will be like, oh, man. Hindsight always 20/20, but Maverick had to break the rules. It had to break the glass ceilings. If gospel had supported Maverick the way that, you would see a multitude of artists playing on CCM radio. And why CCM radio? CCM radio has more listenership than R&B, rhythmic, you name it.
Wow.
Brandon Lake's song, Hell Fought Hallelujah, debut in the Hot 100. The song does probably 7 million streams a week. Go look at
7 million streams a week?
Go look at your biggest R&B artists and see how many streams they do. Maverick outstreamed every R&B artist, not SZA, Chris Brown, the who's who. You would be surprised how much consumption is. Forrest Frank album, debut week did 18 million streams.
Jesus.
18, no. Let me make sure I'm right. Yeah, something like that. No, and
good for their asses. Hell, good for them. Good for them. So glad. Everybody clap it up for Maverick City. Everybody give it up for Maverick City for doing 18 million shares or 18 million streams. Okay, sir. Tell them to give themselves a pat on the damn back.
That's 12 million a week. Your best R&B artists don't do that. The biggest, the best. Unless you going SZA, Breezy, that level. You talking about R. Lennox, no disrespect to R. Lennox, she doesn't do that. And these boys selling out arenas. Dolo, 14,000 people. And we acting like We don't got it here. We have it here, but we have to support
Yes.
the infrastructure to keep it here. You can't be hating.
Yeah.
So it's like I see stuff like, so we can talk about it.
Unless you about to give me an example of somebody hating, somebody not wanting to participate with Maverick City, don't mean they hating. I need you to understand that, and thank you, L. Teddy, for saying that, because that is absolutely true. It ain't gospel music. It is very much Christian contemporary music. Very much so.
I see stuff like, boom, why? There's not enough of a pie to be competing.
Facts.
So I don't try to compete. That's why if you hit me, okay, cool. If it's an opportunity, let's do it. When we do that, we going out, we bringing in all these outsiders. All you doing is taking resources out of the funnel. You taking resources out of the funnel. That's all that we're doing. So what Maverick attempted to do was show people if we come together, we collaborate, how amazing something could be. What I tried to show in touring, we come together, we collaborate, how amazing something could be. Instead of people appreciating it, it's like, oh, how can I find somebody to tour me that's not Norman? Oh my God, I'm so sick of him. La, 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 la. Why? What'd I do to you?
But put money in your pocket.
What'd I do to you? Like, what good is that? So you want to take from me, who was one of the last people investing in the space where you make money. So your next deal likely gonna be with me. So if you want one, so you do everything you can to stop me from having the revenue to support the genre that nobody want to support no more.
Nobody.
That doesn't make any sense. That's why I always say to people, I don't even hold it against people no more. I say they just don't get it. They don't get it. You know who get it? White people get it. That's who get it. Jews get it. They get sticking together, building each other up. They get it. We instead want to compete. I don't want to compete with you. I'm not competing with nobody. I'm competing with myself. I have my own goal. I have the thing God has given me and shown me. You don't never hear me like come around like, oh, I gotta be bigger than so. I ain't never did that. Yeah. I came through, did my thing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't knock Phil. I ain't knock EJ. They was at their own buildings. I just did my thing. I wasn't trying to sign the artists they was trying to sign. I was trying to sign Todd Galbraith. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the first artists we signed that wasn't in Maverick. Because I was looking for something specific. Worship leaders that were at large churches that could sing vertical, that knew how to write, and that knew how to lead worship. That's Todd Galbraith.
Thanks.
I wasn't trying to go get, the next Christian R&B singer. Now we do that. Yeah. Now we do that. Now we are about volume. We want, because the market has become so depressed that I don't want.
What the hell is a Christian R&B singer? Is that some new genre? What is that? What is a gospel Christian? I mean, what's a Christian? I mean, what the hell you just saying? What is that? What is that? I ain't running it back. I can't remember what he said just that fast. What is that he just said? What is that? My first time ever hearing that.
Gospel to die.
Right.
So I know I got on a tangent, but yeah, Maverick had to do it different. The way it was going, it wasn't working.
No, bro, you dropped so many bars that I believe that, and I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about this. Some of the same people, this is hilarious, and you know I'm telling the truth. Some of the same people that dogged you on Clubhouse,
of course,
dogged Maverick, said this, they have to come back around.
Of course.
They're now touring with you.
Of course.
Some of them are trying to be managed by you or own tribal. It shows a level of, you didn't say, nah, you was messing with us then. It's like, no, let's go.
Of course.
Why was it that you were able to forgive, not hold that against them, and say, hey, you want to make money? You got something I got?
I mean, it's in the Bible, man. They know not what they do, bro. They don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? They have no idea. They dislike something because they don't know what it is. It ain't personal to me.
Yeah.
They don't like, it's always easier for us to see someone not like us successful. You know what I mean? I'm a 30-year-old young black dude from nowhere, Georgia, with no background in music. My parents ain't in music. I have no pedigree. I can't sing. I'm tone deaf. And I got more Grammys than most people you know. I say that to say it's a testament to God, His glory, His hand on my life, but also it's going to rub some people wrong. There's people in this genre who have been doing this forever. All they want is a Grammy.
Yeah.
That's all they want. So you come, and I'm not saying the Grammy made me something. I'm saying that to say people will dislike you for their reasons.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get it. And bro, anybody can come back. I always tell people when it comes to business, I ain't got no enemies.
I know that's right.
I don't got no enemies. You could sue me tomorrow and we can do a deal tomorrow, the next day. It's just, for me, when you're short-sighted and you bring emotion into business, you always lose. You always lose.
That's so good.
The person who's most emotional is going to lose because they're going to stand on points that are irrelevant. I will negotiate any point. It doesn't matter. I don't have to win. I don't have to win. I got to make some money. I don't have to win. I got to make some money though. That's simple. So why not? I will work with anybody. But so many people dog me, man. People work for me that dog me. So many people talk junk about. They made it hard for me. I ain't never got nobody invested in my company.
Right.
I have no outside funding. Nobody backed it. I didn't have none of that. This is from the mud for real. You know what I mean? This is me. It's my credit cards, my wife, and a lot of good luck. Yeah. A lot of good luck. A lot of favor. I got a really good PPP too.
Favor and good luck should not be in the same sentence. Now you sitting up here talking about all these gospel artists and you just got to be talking about luck. It ain't luck. What is it? Is it the Lord? Or is it, what is it? Luck and favor? Luck and favor in the same sentence? Luck and favor in the same sentence, but you up here talking about what gospel artists need to be doing. I'm going to say it. Luck and favor should not be in the same sentence. Should not be in the same sentence at all. Let's keep going. I told you I ain't going to hold y'all long in service today.
Surely did.
We got about 12, 13 minutes left.
Surely did. Surely did. Surely did. Surely.
Oh, and El Teddy, I'm going to get on Isaac's pineapple-headed ass in just a minute because I can't seem to understand why you would sit somewhere. You just literally came off of a tour with Kirk Franklin. And you literally let this man literally shade your entire being as to right now, because you sing absolute gospel music, right? Isaac Carree, you don't sing contemporary Christian music. This man is stomping on your territory. And the fact that you sit him in, that was good, man. That was good, man. Sound crazy.
Did. Trump, thank you for that one, bro. Surely did. That thing that helped out during that pandemic.
Did you just thank Trump for the PPP loans? And you really want me to take you serious as being a Trump supporter? Baby.
You know, for me, man, I will work with anybody. I say it all the time, man. I really believe that gospel is still overly fragmented. It's too many managers. There's too many artists that's independent that don't need to be. There's too many people releasing music that shouldn't. There's a lot of songwriters releasing music in gospel. They should be songwriters. Period. There's a lot of Max Martin is one of the most brilliant songwriters of all time. Probably worth nearly $1 billion. Man, I kissed the girl and now he made roar all. He wrote. Max Martin is one of the most brilliant writers ever. He don't make music, bro. He doesn't make music. I think that we get into, because it's for God, we think everybody should do it. You know, and making music isn't for everybody. Everybody's not meant to be an artist,
right?
And so we have oversaturation of music. Most of it's not good, respectfully. And people don't know how to market their music. And so when you have that, you get into a glut of what we see right now. There's apathy. I don't know how many people in here even listen to gospel music. You know what I'm saying? And this is just what it is. When y'all leave here, y'all gonna probably put on that new Drake album. You know what I'm saying? You probably gonna put, you might.
L Teddy, I literally was getting ready to go there. I was literally getting ready to go there. That ain't even. I was literally getting ready to go there, but he just said something that he just talked stupid through this whole interview, bro. He talked stupid through this whole interview, and absolutely he is a MAGA nut. He has talked stupid through this entire interview. You're going to say most of the people in the room don't listen to gospel music, and the nigga you sit next to, the nigga the show you on sing gospel music. What are you talking about? Like, I'm sorry, this is pure ignorance. The nigga you're sitting next to that's interviewing you is literally sings gospel music. He just had a commercial within this thing where he wants you to go buy his new gospel song. It ain't listed as contemporary gospel. It's listed as gospel. Anyway, let me just let it keep playing, baby, because I got to get ready to go make my oxtails in a minute.
You may pop in some SZA. The Breezy's hot now. His tour going on. His tour going around. Breezy's still touring 11-11, man, because great music lives, and when you make great music, it just go.
How have you fixed it? Well, how are you in the process of fixing it? Because you have cornered the market. You making it hard, Norman. Okay, so you hired Field, Thornton, you hired Ron, got EJ, JJ still there. You guys are like, y'all like the new Fab Five, right? Mm-hmm. It's like all these people were at different companies doing their thing, whatever. Mm-hmm. The phrase that you've coined, that collaboration always wins. Mm-hmm. How did you manifest it and say, hey, we're gonna make everybody have to come through here if they want to be relevant or if they want to, and then how did you do that? And is it working the way you dream?
Yeah, I'm a real CEO now. Ain't nobody calling me. I don't gotta go to work. It's a business now. Your business is a hobby until you don't have to wake up.
Ooh.
As long as you gotta wake up, it's a hobby. Period. Call it what you want. If you're the only operator, it's a hobby. I don't do no meetings. I don't talk to no artists. I don't have to do anything. If I, God forbid, die in a car accident, probably gonna keep going. It's a real business now. Mm. And so Phil, EJ, and Ron, a lot of people was like, why would you hire them? Like, why would you bring them in? Why would you partner with them? It's because I don't like yes men. Mm-hmm. I hate yes men. I don't need you to tell me what I'm good at. I know what I'm good at. Right. I need people that's gonna tell me where I'm weak. I need people that's gonna disagree with me. I need people that have different ideas about how things should go than I do. Because that's the only way you're gonna have a competitive edge. Mm. Inside of Google, they have competing teams on.
Y'all, please don't take that advice. Please do not take that advice. Coming from a person who has had multiple businesses and still currently has a business, do not listen to that advice. Do not listen to that advice. Do not listen to that advice. Do not listen to that type of advice. Please don't. Please don't.
On every product. So when you talk about the Google search engine, there's two competing teams that code against each other every day to see who's going to come up with the best result. It's the only way you keep excellence. You can't have excellence where you have yes men. That's why, and I'm gonna say this, and it is what it is. When you have monoliths, you often have tyrants. A monolith is when everybody does the same thing. So us just saying, we Democrats. Okay, they're gonna stop caring about us. They don't gotta do nothing to keep our vote. If you are independent, who do they always go after? The independents.
Yeah.
What are the only states they care about? The swing states. The states where we don't know how they're going to vote. You know why? Because those are the votes you have to earn. So when you bring together competing ideas, I hated the way they ran Motown. I hated the way they ran RCA.
Right.
I didn't agree with it. But if I bring that thought in and I can bring them onto the way I think, then maybe what my thought process is correct. If they could convert me to the way they think, then their thought process is correct. But you know what happened? At the end of the day, Tribe will win.
Yeah.
If I leave them where they are, also, I'm competing on every deal.
Yeah.
Why do I want, if I want to sign Kurt, why do I want Kurt getting an offer from Phil, EJ, Ron, and me? And whoever else.
Right.
Right? Well, many people don't know this. Kurt was a free agent. He got 2 offers, from me and from another label. That's it. And he signed with me. And the way you do that is bringing people together.
That's so good.
Bringing people together, it allows you to have excellence in every vertical, every field. Because I see Phil doing this in TV Family. Have you thought about that? See Ron doing it. Have you thought about it like this? I'm doing my thing. Have you thought about this? Now we got a cruise going up. That's all Phil. I wouldn't do no cruise. I thought cruises were stupid because I never been on a cruise. But I bring in this dope dude who got his own ideas. Now we doing cruises. We done 3 movies.
Let's just keep it all the way a being. If we're talking about Phil Thornton, we know Phil Thornton has been out here doing work for a very long time. We didn't know who you were, sir. We know who Phil Thornton is. I think everybody know who. Do y'all know who Phil Thornton is? In case if y'all don't know, he's also the creator of R&B Divas. And so like, do y'all know who Phil Thornton is? A great music exec. Also, he has a podcast. I can't think of the name of the podcast. Somebody can tell me in the chat. He also has a podcast, or he used to have a podcast. I don't know if he still has it anymore. But we talking about the Phil Thornton. The Phil Thornton didn't need you in that realm. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean. We're talking about the Phil Thornton. Just look him up. Just Google him. Google him. I think his resume speaks for itself, sir. I really do.
So it's like, to have excellence, you must have collaboration. And I think a lot of times people see it as, oh, how they gonna give me attention? Well, the same way when we was in 3 different buildings, you had attention.
Facts.
You gonna have the same attention now. So, you know, even my brother, like, he used to it just be me. I said, bro, EJ gonna run with your project. EJ's excellent. I'm not sending you to people you don't respect. Also, I'm sending you to the greatest executives of this generation.
Yes.
And now we all in one building. So if you sign somewhere else, you're pretty much crazy. I put that on everything.
How you feel about independent artists? Like if they want to do it themselves, and it's like, yo,
most of them don't have the infrastructure or the money to do it themselves. So to be an independent artist, you need to have amazing socials. Mm-hmm. Amazing socials. Not good. Amazing socials. If your socials suck, your music likely not gonna move far. Then you need a great broker, like a deal maker, someone that can get stuff done for you. And frankly, as we exist today in Christian and gospel, Walter could probably get something done for you. Outside of that,
God don't, Norman.
outside of that, they're gonna need some help. Outside of that, they're gonna just end up at me or him regardless. Walter's the EVP over at Motown Records. RCA, I don't even know who worked there. I don't even think anybody works there anymore. I think it's all private. Then you got our team, who had, you know, so you basically saying, I don't want to work with the guys that have ushered in every breaking artist of the past 10 years.
Right.
What sense does that make? Besides Jonathan McReynolds, that was Walter.
Right.
But he was signed to Phil's label.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just like, that's what we're talking about. Like, we're looking at this, and I don't mean this to sound arrogant, but I did this way on purpose.
Yeah.
I had a vision that I wanted to see, and I wanted us to become inevitable. If you wanted something, you needed to contact us. I wanted it to be inevitable because That's how you get to quality control.
100%.
I want to be able to assist people that don't even know that they want or that they need my assistance.
Wow.
Or our assistance, shall I say. I wanted talented kid like Ty. When Ty signed with us, Ty said he was pissed off. He called me one day, like, man, I don't like the way they talking to me. I said, Ty, if you don't like how your album come out, I'll waive the distribution fee and let you get out this contract. Ask him. I'll waive your distribution fee and let you get out this contract. And you don't have to pay me no money back.
Biggest album he ever had.
Biggest album he ever had. This next one gonna be bigger. He just did another deal, great deal. You think somebody doing the deals we doing? You crazy. Nobody doing the deals we doing. Because they can't.
Yeah.
And so, I really, if for the people that watch this or whatever, I really want them to understand, like, we ain't here to compete. We just here to provide access and opportunity. And not taking it, you just hurting yourself. You wasting your time. There's not multiple pathways to it. Not anymore. I don't believe so. I mean, I just seen the artist I used to work with. They released a single. It did 8,000 streams in a week. 8,000. 8,000. They signed to a major label. And you did 8,000 streams in a week.
Facts, El Teddy. Big facts. Y'all saying some good stuff in the chat. But to be honest, that's where they real music is at. Independent artists. I agree. I feel like these independent artists, a lot of these independent artists, they be out here doing the thing. Like, and they don't have to go to you, sir. Anyway, let's keep going. What independent? Why you ain't talking about no independent artists that you done brought up? Like, give us some names. Give us some name drop. Let us know. Child.
Jesus.
8 in a week. The last song I released did 8,000 streams in the first 10 minutes. Yep. They did 8,000 streams in a week. This is a Grammy-nominated artist. Major artist. Told you his name, you wouldn't believe it. 8,000 streams on his lead single. We can't have that, man.
Yeah.
We get that hurts the whole. When these tours get canceled, I don't want that. People probably think about Norman. Look, he probably sitting back laughing at us. Like, people be struggling on Twitter, like, don't tell Norman. Why not? You know I know how to tour. I don't take no solace in their shortcomings. It hurts the whole. If a gospel tour get canceled, that means the next time I pitch an idea, I got to get over the hump of that cancel tour.
Facts.
That means the next time I want to go and do a deal for a gospel artist, I got to get over the hump of that single not selling. It don't do me no benefit. You making music to glorify God. I want the most people to hear it possible.
Now, this is shade. This is shade, y'all. This is shade. I hope y'all don't believe shit he's saying. This is shade. Let me tell you how it's shade. Y'all know recently, well, it's been some months, but y'all remember that Tamala Man, Erica Campbell, Karen Clark Sheard, of course, David and Tamala Man, I think Ty Tribbett and Kiara was on their tour. Okay. And it got canceled. They canceled the tour. And they canceled the tour. I heard it was due to some other reasons. But this is shade. This is shade. Oh, it's shade. And he thinks by him sitting down and speaking on these things, that's why if you go to these gospel artists' Instagram page, they're going in on him. They are making entire whole posts just for him specifically. And to Isaac Carree, for you to sit up here, I can't take no more. I'm done, y'all. For you to sit up here and for you to literally allow this man to shit on the thing that brings you money into your home or does whatever for you. This is your career. This is what you do. You sing gospel music. Not only do you sing gospel music on your own, you absolutely sing for people that are in the gospel, still in the gospel music industry. How? I don't understand. And so this is for the same person who said this is his platform. You're right. It is his platform, but another thing could be true at the same time. Let me tell you something. I got a passion for cooking. I got a passion for certain things. What you're not gonna be able to do is come and talk to me and down what my passion is. Like, can't none of y'all come up in here and talk down on the cooking industry and think I'm gonna be okay with it. There's never gonna be a time I'm gonna defend it because that's what I do, right? It's weird to me for you to allow someone to tear down the very craft in which you have a career in. Is it just me? Is it just me? Y'all help me out. Is it just me? Who allows someone to come on their platform and literally tear down the very thing that you do like this is your career? You got a whole song in the middle of this interview that you want people to go download. You want people to go stream it. But you bring this man on here and literally yes and amen him after everything he's saying when it ain't even like what? I listen, I'm telling y'all, when I saw this interview, I thought to myself, like, yo, this got to be the biggest joke that I've ever seen in my life. Isaac Carree, I think you absolutely deserve every bit of backlash that you're getting. I do. Speaking of backlash, I want to go to Tasha Page Lockhart's page really quick. And actually, let me do it on here so y'all can see it. Give me 1 minute. I was glad that she did this because what you also can't do is take these people accolades away. You can't, and that's something that this man sat in that chair and did. And guess what? Isaac Carree allowed him to do it. All right, let's see. Tasha. Oh, why Instagram looks so different? Oh, wow. Is it an update or something? Let's see. Okay. Tasha. What is happening? Okay, here we go. Tasha Page Lockhart. Here it is, right here. Let me do this. Let me share my screen. And let me remove this. Okay, so this is Tasha Page Lockhart's Instagram page. And I'm just going to put this video up here and I'm going to let it play so y'all can hear. I don't think she has no music to it. I think it's just all her voice. Let's go.
Now, usually I don't do this, but today I had time. I want to thank every church that brings me in every single weekend, and I haven't released a full body of work since 2017. You bring me in to sing hard and do runs, and I love you. I want to thank BET that allowed me to, and everybody that voted, 1.6 million of you that voted for me for Sunday Best, singing hard and doing runs. Being my Trailblazers Gospel Music Award performances 4 times, Motown 60th anniversary, BET Celebration of Gospel, McDonald's Inspiration Tour twice, Live Nation Tour sold out with Ty Tribbett, Stellar Awards performances twice, Trumpet Awards, SOAR Awards, Black Music Honors, tour with Tyler Perry. Singing hard and doing runs has taken me to Belgium, Germany, England twice, Paris, Belgium. Oh, and singing hard and doing runs took me to Italy for 30 days, and I sung for the Pope. Just to name a few. I'm just, I usually never do this. And I featured on Jason Nelson, Dietrich Haddon, Brian Poppin, that went #1. Otis Kemp, we're number 15 right now on radio. Thank you so much for all my supporters. My mom and I will be at the Stellars singing hard and doing runs. Now, usually I don't do this, but today I had time. I want to.
Tasha, you better let them know, honey. You better let them know. You better let them know you will be singing hard and doing runs. In case if y'all don't know, he said that singing hard and doing runs get you nowhere, and that's what these folks do in a church, and it gets them absolutely nowhere. That's what he said. But the comments were interesting to me. The comments were interesting to me. Who do y'all see in these comments? Oh, I see a lot of gospel artists in these comments. I see a lot of gospel artists in the comments. Lexi, go off, sis. Let's all sing hard and do runs. I'm here for it. Now go whisper that around the campfire is what Sing Tyrone said. Okay. It's a joke. It's a joke. Yolanda Adams is in the comment section. Lisa Page Brooks, Tasha Mama, is in the comment section. Todd Tribbett is in the comment section. Huh? Miss Figueroa. I love her doll. I love the whole Figueroa family, by the way. Let me stand on this business with you, sis. Thanks to every church and supporter who continues to invite and embrace what God has given me with no full body of work. She ain't got no albums out like that. She got some singles out, but she ain't got no albums out like that. I will continue to sing from the bottom of my heart every single time God allows. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes there's a run. Sometimes it's just a little soft medley. However, it comes out. God's gonna get the glory. That's all that matters. That's what I'm talking about. Alexis Fight, another somebody who won Sunday Best. Yeah, this thing is too hard to watch. She's talking about the interview. Amber Riley, down in the comment section. Huh? See, the thing is again, the things that we are comparing and the things that we're doing, sir, I'm sorry, but you're not that guy. You're not that guy. It was crazy. Oh, y'all want to play it again? Let me play it again. Natasha ate that up, especially that last part about me and my mama will be singing runs down to the Stella Awards. She ate that. Let's listen to that again.
Thank every church that brings me in every single weekend, and I haven't released a full body of work since 2017. You bring me in to sing hard and do runs, and I love you. I want to thank BET that allowed me to, and everybody that voted, 1.6 million of you that voted for me for Sunday Best, singing hard and doing runs. Being my Trailblazers Gospel Music Award performances 4 times, Motown 60th anniversary, BET Celebration of Gospel, McDonald's Inspiration Tour twice, Live Nation Tour sold out with Ty Tribbett, Stellar Awards performances twice, Trumpet Awards, SOAR Awards, Black Music Honors, tour with Tyler Perry. Singing hard and doing runs has taken me to Belgium, Germany, England twice, Paris, Belgium. Oh, and singing hard and doing runs took me to Italy for 30 days, and I sung for the Pope. Just to name a few. I'm just, I usually never do this. And I featured on Jason Nelson, Dietrich Haddon, Brian Poppin, that went #1. Otis Kemp, we're number 15 right now on radio. Thank you so much for all my supporters. My mom and I will be at the Stellars singing hard and doing runs. Now, usually I don't do this, but today
I think that eats so bad. You know why I think that eats so bad? Is because when Tasha and her mama get on stage, they eat every time. They eat every time. Who do you know get on stage and sing the original song of somebody better than the original artist? Listen, no one can ever. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. No one can ever, and I mean ever. Hold on, y'all. I promise I'm coming. I know it's a black screen. Give me a second here. Let me show y'all something real quick. Gathered. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I just want to know, do y'all remember this right here?
The thing I like about B, blessing.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Do anybody remember this? Whatever, L. Teddy. Do anybody remember this right here?
You're growing better and better. You're not the person they see. You can't be mad at the things you've been through, cause they built your muscle. And now you're stronger than you've ever been. They can't stop no hustle. Your faith ain't never small. That's what brought you this far. So you got your dream, you got your friends, and you got the values. So that you know everybody has a season.
I just had to play that because I had to prove something. Like that first of all, when they did this performance, you saw people like Deborah Cox, Kiki Wyatt. Some of these people was gagged, y'all. They were gagged when Tasha and Lisa did this. The people were gagged. I remember watching this in real time, and I was like, dang, how y'all sing the song better than Erica and Tina? Like, how y'all sing the song better than them? Y'all version is better to me. But again, it just goes to show that while you're over here saying that these gospel artists, like their riffs and runs haven't gotten them anywhere, and what they do, their creative genius behind what they do, haven't gotten them anywhere. It's crazy. It's bizarre. It is so bizarre. So, and when y'all hear me talking about the BMI Trailblazer Awards, this is why I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because I feel like now they don't honor us like they used to. They used to have these on stage performances for the BMI Trailblazer Awards. Now, girl, you come into a luncheon eating some cold chicken and a salad. I'm sick of it. Like, how do you celebrate the rose of gospel? Y'all know who the rose is? Y'all do know who the rose is, right? How do you celebrate the rose of gospel with a luncheon? How do you celebrate the king, the John P. Key, with a luncheon? I told y'all, when they started doing that, to me, it really started showing how they appreciated this genre of music. And again, we don't have anything for gospel music other than the Stellar Awards. That's literally it. And this is another reason why I was saying, when people were so gung-ho about, oh, Glorilla is talented, she deserved, she was on there with Kirk Franklin. That's not even the point. That you guys are not understanding the point. The point is that there's nothing else out here celebrating these gospel people who sing gospel music. What is there celebrating them? I'm away. Besides the Stellar Awards, what else is there out there that is actually celebrating the contributions that they absolutely bring? There's nothing there. So, of course, someone who puts their blood, sweat, and tears behind behind gospel music, behind what they are passionate about, of course they're going to feel some type of way about it. And again, I'm still going to agree to this day. Shout out to the Bobby Jones for what he has created. And I just hope one day that people will see that gospel music is just like everybody else. They deserve to be treated just like everybody else. They deserve to be celebrated just like everybody else. But I'm going to tell you this, and then I'm gone after this. So I got to get to the stove. I also think, too, that of course, the more that we go through the years, the things change, right? It's 2025. Of course, things are changing. Things are changing daily, right? Next year, it's going to be something else. So I feel like instead of us, like what he did, instead of tearing down, because that's literally what you did. You tore down these people who have literally made a consistent living by doing their riffs and runs. You don't got to like them as listeners. You do not have to like them. You don't. But the riffs and runs provide for them. The riffs and runs put food on their table. The riffs and runs get them where they are. So when you kind of like disrespecting that, I can't help but see these people are upset. And I think they have every right to be upset. I do. I believe they have every right to be upset. And again, Isaac Carree, you set your pineapple headed ass. I mean your cylinder block shaped head ass up there, and you agreed and you yes and amen everything that man said, as if you still don't sing gospel music. That will forever be, baby. I'll never understand it. Anyway, y'all, I wanted to bring y'all this. I have a number of lives. El Teddy, are you still here? El Teddy probably gone. El Teddy probably gone. If you guys would like to pass the collection plate, you guys can. Don't hesitate. If the Lord puts it on your heart, you know what I mean. You can go ahead and pass that collection plate around. I was trying to see if El Teddy was going live today or if he was gonna do it tomorrow instead. Because I don't want to plan no live on top of nobody else. Y'all know how I do. So I do want to do a little political talk. Wait a minute. Israeli army hijacks ship, detains activists delivering food and aid to Gaza. Oh yeah, we got a lot of talking to do, man. Okay, so I'm gonna find out if El Teddy is back and if he'll be going live. If not, or even if he is, we'll find a time to go live because we do need to talk about this stuff that's going on, child. It's getting ugly out here. So anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you. Listen, keep it cute in my comment section. Even if you listen to this replay, keep it cute in my comment section. I don't have a problem deleting comments. I just want you to know that. Okay. All right. You all have a beautiful Sunday, honey. I am getting ready to go make my oxtails, grab me a little lunch for the day, because clearly those oxtails ain't gonna be ready until later. And then yeah, we got some content to deliver. All right. Much love to y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later.